Sai Ram. It was the 21st of February 2008. Having completed my tasks at my workplace at Radio Sai Global Harmony in Prashantinilayam in Puttaparthi, I was on my way to the South Indian canteen to have my lunch. As I was about to enter the door of the canteen, I was accosted by a blind person. "Excuse me sir, could you help me? Sai Ram," he called out. There were two others who were with me coming for lunch, so I told them to carry on, that I would join them soon. And I turned to this gentleman and I asked him, "Sai Ram sir, how can I help you?" He said, "My name is Raju," and he put his hand into a cloth bag that he had slung around his shoulders, and he said, "Here, there are so many certificates in this bag that will prove to you that my name is Raju." I found it very strange. Why would I want proof about this person's name? So I said, "Mr. Raju, it's all right. I will address you as Raju. Tell me, how can I help you, Raju?" Now Raju said, "Sir, I would love to pursue higher education. You can see my certificates. I have done very well in my academics, but I am from a very poor family and I cannot afford that education. And therefore, I thought I should get admission into the Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning here because I heard it's free education. But then now after coming here, I got to know that admissions happen only in April and therefore nothing can be done now. So I would like to go back home." I told Raju that yes, what you have heard is true. The admissions begin only in April, but I don't think that the university is equipped for special needs people like you. So it might not be possible for you to get admitted here, because here it is compulsory that when you get college education, you also have to stay in the hostel. And now Raju said, yes, I got to know that also. So I think Swami will take care, but now I need to go back home. I said, "Tell me, where would you like me to drop you? I will do that and then you can be home." He said, "I need to go to Karimnagar." Now Karimnagar is a good 11 hours or 12 hours journey from Puttaparthi, very, very far away. And it's in the state of Telangana today in India. And I was wondering, how on earth will he manage to go all the way there all alone? And then he said, "If I get a transport by train or bus, I can manage on my own, but I don't have a ticket." This person wanted a ticket now, and that ticket is going to cost quite some money. So now I decided that I would take him to a place where some help can be obtained, which is the security office and the PRO office, that is the public relations office. Both those places, nothing much they could do. They just said, "Yes, we will give you the information of the trains and buses that are going to Karimnagar. You can catch any one of them." That's all was the informational help we got. And now I walked out of the public relations office with Raju by my side, and I was wondering what I should do. At that time, a doubt came in my mind. Is this person genuinely in problem? Or is he one of those smart beggars that we see in Puttaparthi and many places in India? For instance, there are those mothers holding babies saying, "Can you please buy formula food for the baby?" And the moment you buy formula food and give it, they just go back to the shopkeeper and sell it back to him or her for a lesser price. In this way, both the shopkeeper and this beggar benefit, and we get swindled. There is so much happening in the name of beggary, and it is really scary. No wonder Swami in his discourse says, when you see a beggar, don't just throw money at the beggar. Try to genuinely find out what is the problem of the beggar and try to solve that problem for them. That is what is the advice. And therefore, now my mind began to think, should I just walk away from this Raju, who could also be a fraud? Or should I just genuinely stay and actually buy a ticket for him?
ప్రేమ స్వరూపులారా,
So I told Raju, you come here along with me, sit on this bench. Having seated him there, I actually went to the farthest end of that bench and I also sat down there. I was wondering what I should do. I just closed my eyes and began to think of Swami. And I said, Swami, please guide me what I should do now. Dear brothers and sisters, if we sincerely believe that Swami is there to help us and guide us, and we seek a solution from him, the answer comes instantaneously. It can come in different ways, but it will surely come. This time it came to me as a kind of assurance from my heart. I felt that I should right away take Raju to the bus stand and try to see if there was a bus that was headed to Karimnagar, his hometown. So I got up, went to him and said, Raju, come, let's go to the bus stand. He said, but I don't have a ticket. I said, let's get a bus, I will buy a ticket for you. His face immediately lit up in glee and joy. He said, you will really send me home? I said, yes, come, let's go. He reached the bus stand, and can you believe it? Just 2 hours later, there was a bus that was leaving for Karimnagar. I asked for the price of the ticket. Back then in 2008, it was 350 rupees. Now 350 rupees at that point in time was 8% of my monthly salary. 8%. And I was wondering whether, oh my God, how am I going to spend this much? But there is nothing you can do. So I just said, okay, give me one ticket to Karimnagar. And I bought that ticket and gave it to him. Having given it to him, I asked him, what are you planning to do for lunch and dinner? Because this is going to be a 12-hour journey nearly. He said, it's all right. I will get water on the way. I will drink and I will reach home. I pulled out another 100 rupees from my pocket and I told him, you keep this. This is 100 rupees. I told it to him because, he's not able to see and I didn't want somebody to dupe him. So I said, here is 100 rupees. Use it for buying some food along the way. He said, I'm so grateful to you. I'm sure it was Swami who made me meet you. I said, Sairam, and I walked away. It was too late to have lunch by then. I walked back to the studio. And now I was looking for some validation from Swami. But that day, Darshan, nothing unique or spectacular as such happened which gave me validation about what I did was right or wrong. So at the end, in the evening, I was once again at crossroads in my mind. I was wondering whether I did the right thing or whether I got cheated of nearly 10% of my salary, 450 rupees I had just given away. Did I get duped by a smart beggar, or was Raju really on his way to Karimnagar in the bus? I had no way to confirm whether he had gone back and returned the ticket and taken back the money. No way to confirm or check anything, but a lot of doubts began to cloud my mind. Once again, I sat closing my eyes, thinking of Swami, and in my heart, I felt, yes, what I had done was right. My intentions had been correct. I had prayed to Swami. The answer had come from within that I should help this person. Everything was right. Why am I doubting now? Doubt is such a monster, right? Like, it will be waiting for whenever you get the slightest weak point. It will come in and start, bothering you and pestering you and harassing you. And despite this kind of self-assurance, at night when I was about to go to sleep, I was somehow convinced that I had been duped. I had been cheated. I simply lost so much money and I should not be such a sentimental fool next time on. Then, dear brothers and sisters, the most beautiful darshan. As I said, I didn't get validation in the darshan time, in the evening, but that night I had a dream. In that dream, Swami came in the car as he used to come in those years, 2008. The car door opened and Swami said, help me stand up. Swami was on that wheelchair seat of the car. So he asked me to help him to stand up. And somehow Swami was insistent that only I should help him. So I got up, went to Swami. It was such a privilege and pleasure. But in 2008, those were the years when we used to keep praying to Swami that Swami, let go of all these physical problems that you have taken on your body and start walking, Swami. So in the dream also, as I'm helping him to stand up, I'm thinking that this Lord, this God is playing a drama. He can easily walk and run if needed. He is just acting like he needs help and assistance. He doesn't need my help. He is the Lord who helps the whole universe, right? With this thought, I just let go of his hand. And Swami crashed back into the seat and he had a look of shock on his face. How could you leave me like that? And I was like, oh, oops, sorry Swami, sorry. Okay. I again held his hand, raised him up. And now there was a wheelchair that was being brought and I had to seat Swami on that. As Swami was taking a few steps to walk towards that wheelchair, once again I thought, hey, this divine drama is going on too much. Swami doesn't need my help. And once again, I let go of his hand and Swami crashed to the floor. I saw in horror and my heart came to my mouth and I felt so bad. And what made me feel even more bad was the look in Swami's eyes. Swami was not hurt with the physical pain of crashing, but he was hurt. How could you again leave me? Just now I told you I need your help. How could you leave me? I said, I'm so sorry, Swami. I inserted my hand under his back, one under his foot, under his leg, and tried to raise him up, lift him up, and put him on the chair. And Swami was, okay, it's all right. But I could see that pain and hurt in his eyes. And I opened my eyes. It was around 4:30 in the morning. And this dream was so vivid as if it had happened just a few minutes before. And then immediately, the voice from within told me, Arvind, Swami wanted help. And because of your doubt that he doesn't need help, you hurt him. Instantly, it struck. This is related to Raju. After all, Swami's birth name is Sathya Raju, right? So, yes, this Raju, Satyanarayana Raju, was indicating about that Raju who had to go to Karimnagar. When you have done something with a pure heart, with pure intentions and having prayed to Swami, having done it, don't revisit it and keep doubting. It's no use. It's like going to the past where you cannot change anything. And why are you bringing in doubt? Why are you bringing doubt to hammer your faith and conviction? That was the message that I received through that dream that day. So dear brothers and sisters, when it comes to beggars or people seeking assistance and help from us, let us use our logic, let us use our heart, and then determine whether the person is in genuine need or not. Having determined that, being convinced about it, let us either refrain completely or go fully and help the person. After that, let us not revisit it and have doubts. Because, dear brothers and sisters, all said and done, when anything is done with thought and with pure intention, it will never go unrewarded. And even in a worst case scenario where somebody is trying to take us for a ride or cheat us, no evil act or no adharmic act will ever go unpunished. That should be our conviction, because that is what Swami has told, that the karma theory, the law of karma is infallible. It always works. Good always begets good, bad always begets bad. So even if we seem to be helping a cheat, it's all right. But in the doubt, let us not deprive a genuine person in need of help of the help. Praying to Swami that he always be with us, guiding us from within, so that we can share and spread his love to everyone. Thank you. Jai Sai Ram.